We will get started. First question to Dan Savage, OrlandoMagic.com.
Cliff, as you mentioned, I think when talking to Mike beforehand, they're going to get some of their backcourt back. How does that change their dynamic, and does it help you guys a little bit more that you necessarily won't be going against 5, 6, 9 plus guys?
Well, yeah, and I think what it'll be better for us is more traditional type NBA play that we'll have to play against in the next 8 games. So they're hard to play against. Obviously, they do have a unique style anyway, but getting their perimeter players back, I think it'll make the game more difficult to play well, but be better preparation for our guys.
Christian Brewy, WFTV Channel 9.
Coach, I saw the Vote T-shirts went on sale today. I was told that you were part of the design team with Jeff Weltman and Desmond Meade. Could you take me into that conversation, what it was like to come up with those shirts and how, I guess, maybe excited you were to see the response that it's got?
Yeah, well, actually, Desmond always says that we did it, all of us together. But to be honest, when you have phone conversations with him, he's always thinking. And we were on a call one night. It was maybe the first or second time I had spoken with him. And we were actually setting up a face-to-face meeting with Ty Corbin and Jeff. Jeff was going to meet Desmond. And, out of nowhere, he said, I have an idea, how about something like, get off the bench, get into the game. And so that was Desmond's idea. And then when we met face to face, he brought it up with Jeff, and Jeff really ran with it, with the organization and organized everything internally. So that was more Desmond's slogan, and then Jeff did all the work.
Back to Dan Savage.
Cliff, I know you'll want to work those guys along slowly, but will you start Markelle or J.I. tonight, or have you made that decision yet?
Yeah, they won't start. I mean, they're on minute restrictions, so they're going to get in the first half, but they won't start.
Josh Robbins, The Athletic.
Steve, what do you expect the top number of minutes your regular starters will play tonight?
There's a chance, depending on how the game goes, that some of the guys could get up to close to 30. We're just going to read it and see. So we have, plan A and plan B, and a lot of it's just going to depend on how the game is going.
Back to Christian Brewy.
Coach, when the players wore the shirts, I mean, how proud did that make you to know that they were kind of coming along for that ride? And then has the conversation surrounding the voting, and I see you got the pin there for racial justice, are those conversations continuing within the bubble as you guys, hang out? I know you watched the John Lewis documentary. How is that going?
I think really well. The voting is obviously a big piece of it. We are involved in police accountability. Michael Carter Williams did a virtual call. It was Chief Rolone, Sheriff Mina, Mayor Demings, and Mike with some younger local community citizens. We're working with another group called Let Your Voice Be Heard, Miles Mulrain, that Linda Landman Gonzalez is doing some organizing right now with Miles, and we're going to be involved with him with some educational initiatives. So I think those are the 3 pieces that we've talked to the players about that we, hopefully can help, positive change, sustainable change, things that can help the Orlando area be a better place to live for everybody. But voting, education, and then, police reform.
Thanks.
Josh Cohen, OrlandoMagic.com.
With Vooch and Jokic being arguably 2 of the best passers at their position, how great is it to have a center who can play make from that position? How vital is that to run the offense the way that you like to run it?
Oh, I mean, it's critical. You know, the more you watch today's NBA and the way the game is going, is decision making, which has always obviously been a big part of basketball, has become even more so. And guys that have a feel for the game, that can help their teammates play better because of whatever it is, range shooting, screening, playmaking, are so valuable. And the other thing about Vooch is, you know, obviously he creates a lot for his teammates, but he can throw penetrating passes, you know, passes into the paint. And there aren't many 5 men that can do that. And so, you know, I think that people talk about spacing 5s or spacing 4s and how much space it creates on the floor, which obviously does. But the second thing he can do, he can play off the dribble, and he can, you know, he passes the ball into the paint. And so that's an added dimension. And then, you know, since the All-Star break, our screening has been so good. And, you know, he's second in the NBA in that stretch behind Sabonis in screening assists. So he does so many things to help his teammates play better.
Any other questions for Coach Clifford? Okay, thanks, Cliff.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.